20+ Sweet Grandma's Dream Vintage Kitchens. Romantic farmhouse vintage kitchen decor inspiration. Welcome to your cozy corner of nostalgia, where soft florals and sweet vintage details come to life. Today, we'll walk you through 20+ practical ways to transform your kitchen into a romantic farmhouse dream. Whether you're starting fresh or adding to a growing aesthetic, you'll find something inspiring in every step. This isn't just about decor. It's about bringing warmth, charm, and history into your home with everyday pieces. Each section offers simple instructions to help you build your own sweet grandma-inspired kitchen. Let's get started and bring the heart of the home back to life. Choose a soft pastel color scheme. Start with your base. Think light creams, blush pinks, sky blues, or mint greens. These colors set a romantic, airy tone that feels cozy and nostalgic. You can paint your walls, cabinets, or even just your trim with these hues. Keep the tones muted for a soft, vintage look that won't overwhelm your space. Pair your pastels with white or ivory for balance. If you're unsure where to start, paint one cabinet door or a small sidewall to test the effect. Accessories like pastel kitchen towels or retro dishes can add color without painting. Stick to 2 to 3 shades for a curated, intentional vibe. Choose matte finishes over gloss for a more authentic, old-fashioned farmhouse look. Two, paint cabinets with a distressed finish. Start by lightly sanding your cabinet surfaces to help the paint stick. Use chalk or milk paint in a soft vintage hue like duck egg blue or warm ivory. Apply uneven coats or leave edges slightly bare to achieve a time-worn look. This method gives your kitchen that authentic loved for decades vibe. Once dry, gently sand corners, edges, and hardware areas again to reveal the wood or base layer. Seal with a matte wax or top coat to preserve the finish. Don't worry about perfection. Unevenness adds character. Should feel like a story, not a showroom. Try layering 2 paint colors, then distressing, to mimic decades of repainting. Three, add open shelves for display. Remove upper cabinet doors or replace them with reclaimed wood shelves. Use vintage-style brackets for charm. Open shelving keeps the space light and lets you showcase pretty dishes or decor. Paint the wall behind a soft pastel for extra depth. Keep shelves neat. Group similar items like white pitchers or floral mugs. Add little framed prints or mason jars with dried herbs for variety. Open shelving is both stylish and practical in a vintage kitchen. Line the back of shelves with peel and stick floral wallpaper for added charm. Decorate with vintage kitchenware. Thrift stores and flea markets are gold mines for vintage Pyrex, enamelware, or tin canisters. Arrange them on open shelves, counters, or inside glass cabinets. Don't be afraid to mix colors and patterns. Each piece adds warmth and story to your kitchen. Try grouping items by type, stack bowls, nest teacups, or line up bread tins. If the pieces are too worn for food use, repurpose them as planters or utensil holders. The more personal and layered, the better. Hunt for kitchenware in unusual colors like butter yellow or jadeite green. They pop beautifully. Use floral or gingham fabrics. Choose soft, timeless prints like roses, violets, or classic gingham. Use these for cafe curtains, tablecloths, or seat cushions. Sew simple valances or no-sew hemmed edges with iron-on tape. It's a quick way to add vintage warmth without major changes. Layer patterns for charm, floral curtains with gingham napkins. Stick to a unified color palette to keep it cohesive. Add ruffles, lace trim, or ribbon for an extra vintage flourish. Use vintage bedsheets or thrifted fabric for budget-friendly material. Install a farmhouse apron sink. Choose a classic white porcelain or fireclay apron front sink. These sinks are deep, functional, and full of charm. They instantly evoke that grandma's kitchen feeling. Install with a skirted curtain underneath for extra vintage flair. Pair with a vintage-style faucet. Brushed bronze or white porcelain handles look lovely. These details help complete the old-world look. Keep the area simple. A soap dish, a floral towel, maybe a tiny potted plant. If a full farmhouse sink is out of budget, try a faux front attachment for a similar look. Hang vintage or rustic light fixtures. Replace modern lighting with antique-inspired pendants or sconces. Look for milk glass, iron, or floral glass fixtures. Even a simple Edison bulb can add a cozy vintage glow. Thrift or repurpose old lights, and don't worry about matching. Mixing metals and shapes adds to the charm. Install dimmer switches to give soft ambience in the evenings. Swap out standard bulbs for warm white or amber tones for a true vintage effect. Create a wall plate gallery. Collect vintage floral or transferware plates from antique shops. Mix sizes and styles but stick to a color theme. Use adhesive plate hangers to avoid wall damage. Arrange in a cluster above a stove, dining nook, or shelf. Combine with small art or embroidery hoops for texture. Add in seasonal plates or change them out throughout the year. Use command strip plate hangers if you rent or want removable decor. Use reclaimed wood accents. Reclaimed wood brings instant history. Add it as open shelves, ceiling beams, or trim work. You can even make your own kitchen island top with sanded barn wood. Look for pieces with patina, cracks, nail holes, and aged stains. Sand lightly, then seal with food-safe oil or a matte polyurethane. Each board tells its own story. Salvage old wood from pallets, estate sales, or even torn-down barns. Store essentials in wicker baskets. Choose natural wicker baskets in varying sizes to store fruits, bread, or linens. Place them on open shelves or under counters for quick access. Their texture adds warmth and fits perfectly with vintage farmhouse charm. Line baskets with floral fabric or lace for an extra sweet touch. Smaller baskets work well for cutlery or spice jars. Rotate contents seasonally, like apples in fall or fresh herbs in spring. Use baskets with handles for both storage and easy table to pantry transport. Mount a retro wall clock. Pick a clock with big numbers, pastel colors, or a metal frame for authenticity. Hang it above a doorway or near the stove for daily visibility. The ticking sound itself adds an old-fashioned ambience. for reproductions if vintage ones are hard to find. Pair with other wall accents like framed recipes or enamel signs. A functional piece that also serves as decor. Slightly oversized clocks make bold vintage statements in smaller kitchens. Choose retro-style appliances. Opt for appliances with rounded edges in vintage colors like mint, red, or cream. Brands like Smeg or Reproductions fit beautifully in farmhouse kitchens. Even small appliances like toasters or mixers make an impact. If new appliances aren't an option, use vinyl decals to fake a retro look. Color-matched handles or knobs can also help blend styles. Focus on key pieces like a fridge or stove for the most visual impact. Match appliance color to your accent fabrics or wall tones for harmony. Add farm animal decor touches. Use ceramic roosters, metal cow silhouettes, or sheep prints to evoke farmhouse life. A single themed piece per area keeps it playful but not cluttered. Mix textures with signs, enamel figurines, or fabric prints. Keep animal motif subtle, dish towels, cookie jars, or small wall artwork best. Combine with floral or gingham fabrics to soften the look. It adds whimsy and nostalgia without overwhelming the kitchen. Stick to one animal theme like hens to avoid a cluttered farmyard feel. Display fresh flowers in old pitchers. Find chipped enamel pitchers, glass milk jugs, or ceramic jugs at flea markets. Fill them with fresh blooms. Daisies, lilacs, or sunflowers suit the look perfectly. Place them on counters, shelves, or your kitchen table. Change flowers with the season. Tulips in spring, wildflowers in summer. Dried flowers work for longer-lasting arrangements. This small detail instantly brightens and softens the space. Mix fresh herbs like rosemary or basil into arrangements for fragrance and function. Repurpose antique furniture as storage. Use an old hutch or dresser as extra storage for dishes or linens. Sand and repaint in soft pastels or white for a refreshed farmhouse look. Add vintage knobs for character and charm. Convert buffet tables into kitchen islands with added countertop space. Place baskets or crates inside drawers for easy organization. Mix function and style without buying modern cabinets. Leave some natural wood exposed for a rustic farmhouse appeal. Build a charming tea station. Dedicate a small counter or tray for teapots, cups, and jars of loose tea. Use lace doilies and small tins for a sweet vintage display. Add a kettle nearby for quick brewing convenience. Antique sugar bowls and creamers to elevate the setup. Display spoons in a small mason jar for easy access. Keep seasonal tea blends for variety throughout the year. Use a vintage tray with handles so the tea station can be portable. Organize pantry items in glass jars. Replace modern packaging with clear glass jars for flour, sugar, and grains. Label jars with handwritten tags or chalk labels for a nostalgic look. Keep them on open shelves or inside an antique cupboard. Choose jars with metal or glass lids for an authentic touch. Group similar items together for visual harmony and easy access. This method keeps ingredients fresh and beautifully displayed. Add a small wooden scoop to each jar for convenience and charm. Hang cutting boards for decor. Mount vintage wooden cutting boards on a blank wall for instant rustic art. Mix different shapes and sizes to create visual interest. Use sturdy hooks or leather straps for hanging. Rotate boards seasonally to highlight unique finds from markets or travels. Occasionally use them for serving cheese or bread to stay functional. Adds a cozy handmade feel to the kitchen. Oil cutting boards regularly to preserve wood and enhance patina. Lay down a cozy vintage rug. Choose faded floral or oriental style rugs for warmth and color. Place rugs near sinks or kitchen islands to soften the space. Ensure they're low pile for easy cleaning and safety. Layer smaller rugs for extra character and texture. Mix patterns with your curtains or tablecloth for a cohesive look. Rugs also help dampen noise in busy kitchens. Opt for washable vintage look rugs for practical daily use. Layer window treatments with lace. Combine sheer lace panels with simple cotton curtains for soft light. The layered look creates warmth and vintage romance instantly. Choose neutral tones to avoid overwhelming the space. Add tiebacks with ribbons or fabric scraps for charming detail. Switch to heavier curtains in winter for extra coziness. Easy updates keep your kitchen looking fresh year-round. Vintage lace tablecloths can be repurposed into unique window panels. Use handmade or crochet accents. Crochet doilies, pot holders, or coasters for subtle nostalgia. Handcrafted details soften harder elements like wood or metal. Mix white or pastel yarns for a classic farmhouse look. Display handmade textiles on open shelves or layered under dishes. Crafting your own pieces adds sentimental value and personalization. Perfect for cozy, budget-friendly updates. Blend crochet items with modern pieces for balance, avoiding clutter. Add a chalkboard menu or recipe wall. Paint a small wall or board with chalkboard paint for menus or quotes. Frame it with reclaimed wood for added character. Update weekly with seasonal meals or grocery notes. Add chalk holders or small baskets nearby for convenience. Combine with hooks to hang aprons or towels for multifunctionality. Great for family kitchens to stay organized and stylish. Use colored chalks to match seasonal or holiday themes. 23. Incorporate tin or enamel signs. Hang reproduction or original tin signs for nostalgic advertising charm. Choose kitchen-related themes like coffee, dairy, or bakery signs. Place above doors or between cabinets for subtle impact. Mix sizes and colors carefully to avoid overwhelming the space. Signs can also lean on shelves instead of wall mounting. Perfect for adding instant farmhouse character. Distressed finishes on signs add authenticity and vintage warmth. Add delicate curtains to open shelves. Attach small fabric curtains under open shelves for hidden storage. Choose lace, gingham, or floral prints for a sweet vintage feel. Simple rods or tension wires work for installation. Match shelf curtains to window treatments for a cohesive look. Great for hiding pantry items or mismatched cookware. Provides both function and charm in small spaces. Use Velcro strips for easily removable shelf curtains when washing. Style a seasonal vintage vignette. Create small decor groupings with vintage jars, candles, and linens. Change them seasonally: pumpkins in fall, pine sprigs in winter. Display on tables, shelves, or windowsills for charm. Balance heights and textures. Mix metal, wood, and fabric pieces. Keep vignettes small to avoid cluttering functional kitchen spaces. Rotate items to keep the kitchen fresh and inviting. Thrift shops are great sources for affordable seasonal vintage finds. Thanks for watching Eterna Decor, where style is timeless and every space tells a story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for your decor inspiration. Until next time, stay creative and keep making your home uniquely yours.